Have you ever panicked because of a different smell in your intimate area? Maybe you thought, I smell bad. Others will notice. You said, I definitely have an infection. And then you fell silent because you were ashamed to tell even your best friend. But now, I want you to listen to me calmly and without shame. Vaginal odor is not something you should feel guilty about. It's a message from your body, a sign that it needs attention, not judgment. You are not alone in your concerns about this. In a moment, I will tell you the 4 most common causes of vaginal odor with real stories. And by the end of the video, you will be very surprised to learn which habit you thought was cleanliness is actually harming your health, and how you can make peace with your body again. Before we continue with this valuable information, don't forget to subscribe to our Salitha Call channel and like this video. Your support helps this important information reach more people. Countless women come to my clinic with the same anxiety, and many have lived in discomfort for years, changing their underwear several times a day, using intimate deodorants, vaginal douches, or remedies that only worsen the situation. Let me tell you the story of Nancy, a 32-year-old woman. She came in great distress. She used panty liners every day and perfumed her intimate area with talcum powders and sprays, believing this would keep her fresh. However, all she managed to do was completely disrupt the natural balance of her vaginal flora. When I asked her what she thought was causing her odor, she replied, I don't know, doctor. Maybe I'm dirty inside, or something is wrong with me. That's when I understood something profound. Many women associate vaginal odor with something negative, dirty, or even shameful. And this not only hurts their bodies, it hurts their self-esteem. Because growing up with phrases like, a woman should smell like flowers, or the vagina must always be clean, disconnects us from what's most important. The vulva doesn't smell like perfume. It smells like a body. It smells like health. It smells like the discharge that changes according to your cycle. Of course, there is a natural vaginal odor that can vary with sweat, the menstrual cycle, and sexual desire, and that's okay. What is not normal is a very strong, unpleasant, persistent odor, one that resembles fish or rotten eggs, or that is combined with burning, excessive discharge, or itching. But now comes the most important part. Vaginal odor almost always has a treatable and simple cause, and that cause is often not what you think. It's not a lack of hygiene. It's not an STI. It's not because your body is broken. Sometimes it's an imbalance, an opportunistic bacterium, excessive cleaning, pants that are too tight. Sometimes it's stress, antibiotics, or hormonal changes. And yes, sometimes it can be something more serious, but that's what we gynecologists are here for, to guide you without judgment, to help you regain your intimate health with love and knowledge. In a moment, I will share the 4 main causes of vaginal odor, with real examples and simple explanations. And I'll tell you how a small daily decision can completely change your intimate odor and your relationship with your body. I want you to pay close attention now, because here are the 4 most common causes of vaginal odor with the stories of real women who experienced them and how they managed to regain their intimate health. Cause 1. Bacterial vaginosis, the most common imbalance. Let me introduce you to Alejandra, 29. She told me everything was fine in her intimate life, but for weeks she had noticed a strange, fish-like odor, especially after sex. She had no strong burning or itching, just that bad smell. She tried vaginal douches, baths with baking soda, nothing worked. When we did a culture, we discovered she had bacterial vaginosis. This is a very common condition where a bacterium called Gardnerella takes control and displaces the good bacteria, our friends, like lactobacilli. Why does it happen? It can be due to stress, antibiotics, excessive use of soaps, unprotected sex, or even hormonal changes. The good news is it's easily treated with oral or suppository antibiotics, and most importantly, with education. Alejandra understood that her vagina wasn't dirty, but had just lost its natural balance. She changed her habits, stopped using harsh products, and the odor disappeared in days. Cause 2. Improper intimate hygiene, both too much and too little. Maria, 35, used vaginal douches almost daily. She thought this kept her clean inside, but the result was the opposite. She altered her vaginal pH, eliminated the good bacteria, and caused constant infections. The first thing I explained to her was this: the vagina cleans itself. It needs nothing on the inside. Only the external area needs warm water with a mild, perfume-free, intimate gel, no more than once a day. Excessive cleaning is just as harmful as a lack of hygiene. The same goes for the constant use of panty liners, synthetic underwear, and overly tight pants. All of this creates a warm, humid environment that encourages the growth of bacteria and therefore bad odor. Cause 3. Hormonal changes and the menstrual cycle. During ovulation or just before your period, your discharge changes. It can be heavier, thicker, or have a stronger scent. And that, dear viewers, is absolutely normal. Laura, 39, was alarmed because she smelled a more intense odor for a few days each month. She thought it was an infection, but on observing her cycle and discharge, she noticed it always coincided with her premenstrual phase. What she did was change her underwear more often on those days, wear only cotton, and avoid scented products. The odor reduced, and, more importantly, she stopped feeling like her body was wrong for being cyclical. Cause 4. Sexually transmitted infections, STIs. Yes, some STIs can cause a bad odor, but it's not the most common reason. Trichomoniasis, for example, can cause a greenish discharge and an unpleasant smell. If, in addition to the odor, you notice itching, burning, abnormal discharge, or bleeding between periods, you must consult your gynecologist. Patricia, 26, was afraid to get tested. She felt she would be judged if she asked for help, but what she found was understanding and clarity. We treated the infection with specific medication and also offered education on prevention, the importance of regular checkups, and self-examination. All these causes have one thing in common: they can be treated with love, attention, and without shame. The first step is to look at your body with respect. The second is to stop using products that promise to make you smell like flowers and only disrupt your microbiota, your natural bacterial balance. The third is to seek help if something doesn't seem normal. Now I'm going to share with you the most powerful, conscious, intimate hygiene practice you can adopt today. First, wash only the external part of your vulva, once a day. No washing inside, just warm water and a mild, perfume-free, chemical-free intimate gel. If you don't have access to a proper intimate gel, water alone is better than harsh soap. Second, wear cotton underwear and change it if there's moisture. Avoid lace thongs, synthetic materials, and tight clothing for many hours. Your vulva needs to breathe, just like your skin, and moisture is fertile ground for bacteria. Third, sleep without underwear at least 3 times a week. Yes, you read that right. Keeping the area free from friction for a few night hours allows it to ventilate, rest, and regulate itself naturally. Fourth, never use sprays, talcum powders, intimate deodorants, or vaginal douches. All these products alter the natural pH, kill the good bacteria, and only serve to mask the odor momentarily without solving the cause. You don't need to smell like lavender. Your body isn't designed for that. And now the grand final secret: a flower, an aroma, and your body as a temple. Imagine a flower, alive, beautiful, unique. They don't all smell the same. They don't all bloom the same. Some have intense aromas, others are almost imperceptible. Would you ask a flower to smell like artificial perfume? Never. You would love it as it is, with its scent, its essence, its truth. Your vulva is that flower. Its scent is not dirty. It is sacred. It is information. It is living nature. And when you listen to it without fear, when you cleanse it with respect, when you stop covering its essence with chemicals, you reconnect with your feminine power. This is the transformation I've seen in women like Nancy, Alejandra, and Laura. Women who went from hiding their odor to understanding it, from feeling shame to feeling pride, from feeling wrong to feeling whole. Vaginal odor can have many causes, but they all have one thing in common. They deserve to be understood, not hidden. Your body is speaking to you, and you can learn to listen to it without fear, with love, and with knowledge. We hope this information has been helpful for you. You can support us by subscribing to our Salakla Call channel and liking this video. See you in the next video, which will be full of brand new information.